Ever felt like the Bible was a bit like a lecture from your strict grandma? You're not alone. But today, let's delve into 5 reasons why the Bible might just seem intimidating and how you can overcome barriers to reading it. The Bible gives us God's guidance and wisdom, and knowing what the Bible says also helps us to avoid false teachers. 70% of Christians have never read the entire Bible in full. Until 3 years ago, that was me. I found it difficult at first, then I found a way. My name's Craig, and this is Morning Star Quest, your journey through the Bible for beginners. First off, have you ever treated it like it's a self-help book? You know, flipping through, hoping for quick fixes and, easy answers and... Oh. That's awkward. It's a common mistake, but the Bible is so much more than that. And I want to take you through a journey, and by the end, you'll know why it's not a manual for life hacks, but so much more. One of the issues that makes it hard to get into the Bible is the Old Testament. The New Testament, well, it feels fresh and new. The Old Testament feels, well, old and dusty and, of course, outdated. Then there's the temptation to power through it all in one go, trying to grasp every concept and commandment in one single sitting and trying to read it like a book. And if you're trying to do this, you will end up where I did for years, hitting a thing called the Leviticus wall. It's like slamming into a brick wall of obscure laws and ancient rituals. You just hit it hard, not to mention many different contexts such as poems and historical or wisdom literature. So instead of rushing through, let's just take our time, savoring each verse, each story, how it interacts with other stories and builds up this one big, picture. Now, the New Testament might seem clearer with its focus on the life and teachings of Jesus, but what about the Old Testament? You might think it's just a what not to do guide, but trust me, it's so much more than that. In fact, the Old Testament is filled with one burning question: who will be the Messiah? From the promises made to Abraham to the reigns of the kings and the prophetic words of the prophets, the anticipation builds with each passing chapter. But there's the fascinating part. Every prophecy, every question posed in the Old Testament finds its resolution in Jesus. Take, for instance, those last words uttered by Jesus on the cross. My God, why have you forsaken me? It's not just a cry for anguish. It's a deliberate reference to Psalm 22, written centuries before. In that moment, Jesus not only expressing his pain, but also pointing to his identity as the fulfillment of ancient prophecy. So, what is the best way to get into the Bible so we don't crash and burn? I'll take you step by step with the best approach to really reading the Bible so you can finally know what the Bible really is about. So go do something awesome for God, like read Psalm 22, and I'll catch you in the next one.